Again in Ashland, the Oregon Shakespearean Festival is welcoming the international thousands to its spectacular productions. When the banner flies from the penthouse mast, it signals the start of another presentation by America's first Elizabethan theater and the only theater of its kind in the Western Hemisphere. The 1960 season, 20th for this unique company, runs 41 nights from July 25th through September 3rd. But the preparatory work began in June. Here in this lunch hour staff meeting, early decisions were made. While founder Angus Bowmer is studying in Europe, Robert Loper is serving as acting producing director. Twice weekly, all department heads meet for lunch, for planning, and for discussion. Shown here, the whole crew. On the left, Director Jerry Turner, center, General Manager William Patton, right, Technical Director and Stage Designer Richard Hay. And at nighttime, rehearsals earlier this summer. The light crews worked beneath the forestage to synchronize the many complicated lighting cues required by the shows, while the actors continued the rehearsal on stage just above them. The festival draws its company from hundreds of applications and annually represents all parts of the United States. When the 90-member company convenes in June, it has just 6 weeks to complete all preparations for the 6 weeks run that follows. An important part of the preparation is in the music department. Music director Bernard Windt is here rehearsing the Festival Singers, the group that entertains before each production and is seen on stage. And as the preparation days moved on, so did the rehearsals for the 4 main productions. Under the lights, Jerry Turner directs the early blocking for Julius Caesar. Shown here working on the conspirator scene are Director Turner, Charles Taylor of Texas, who is playing Brutus, and in center, Gerard Larson of California as Cassius. To the right, Paul Harper of Texas as Decius Brutus. Actors in Ashland find backstage duties too. While costume room preparations continue, the actors help. Christopher Newton of England, prominently cast in all shows, lends a hand to Douglas Russell's wardrobe forces. After the 4 main shows are underway, the entire company turns major attention to John Webster's The Duchess of Malfi, this year's special production scheduled to be seen twice only, August 22nd and 31st. In charge of the company's schedule and in charge of the shows once they open is stage manager Ed Brubaker of Pennsylvania, shown here calling a rehearsal session to order for director Richard Risso. Richard Risso, who led last year's King John, is also staging this year's Chronicle History production, Richard II. The festival annually presents one of Shakespeare's history plays in their chronological order, not the order in which they were written. But the preparations are past now, and the season is underway at America's first Elizabethan theater in Ashland. Audiences are coming from all of the United States and several other nations to see The Taming of the Shrew, Julius Caesar, The Tempest, and Richard II. The 4 productions rotate nightly, allowing the visitor to stay 4 days, see 4 plays. On August 22nd and 31st only, the festival presents John Webster's The Duchess of Malfi. For tickets or reservations, write Shakespeare, Ashland, Oregon, or visit the branch box office nearest your home. July 25th to September 3rd in Ashland, the Oregon Shakespearean Festival, singularly magnificent.